You know that feeling, right? You reach for your favorite app, ready to scroll, and nothing. It's just broken. That moment when Instagram won't load can be super frustrating, but hey, don't worry. We're gonna get this sorted out, and fast. So does this look a little too familiar to you? Your feed is totally frozen, that reel you wanted to watch is just spinning and spinning, or maybe the app just flat out refuses to open. If you're nodding your head right now, you are in exactly the right place. Yeah, these are pretty much the usual suspects. The app gets stuck loading, the feed won't refresh no matter how many times you pull down, stories and reels just won't play, or it randomly crashes on you. But here's the good news. This stuff is almost always temporary and, believe it or not, surprisingly easy to fix. Okay, let's start with the two simplest and quickest fixes. Think of these as the first responders for any app emergency. A lot of the time, this is all you're gonna need to do. First things first, let's check the most common reason for pretty much any app problem, your internet connection. Seriously, a weak or spotty signal is the #1 reason Instagram might be acting up. So try these 3 things. First, just switch from Wi-Fi to your mobile data, or vice versa. If that doesn't do the trick, toggle airplane mode on. Wait for about 10 seconds, and then turn it back off. This basically forces your phone to get a fresh connection. And of course, if you're on Wi-Fi, you can never go wrong with a classic router restart. It still works wonders. All right, so if the internet seems fine, it's time for the oldest and honestly the most effective trick in the book. Just turn it off and on again. This simple little move clears out all those weird temporary glitches that can make an app misbehave. Now first, don't just go back to your home screen. You need to fully close the app from your recent app screen. Then try reopening it. Still acting weird? Okay, time for the full reboot. Powering your phone all the way down and then back on is a super powerful way to reset everything. Still no luck? That's okay, no problem. It just means it's time for what I like to call a deep clean. These next 2 moves are a little more involved, but they are incredibly good at clearing out those really stubborn bugs. Now, for all you Android users out there, this next step is your secret weapon. We're going to clear the app's cache. I know, it sounds super technical, but it's really not, and it's one of the best fixes you can do. So what even is the cache? Well, think of it like a messy room. As you use an app, it collects all sorts of temporary junk files, little bits of data to help it load faster. But over time, that room gets cluttered. Clearing the cache is just like tidying up that room. You're getting rid of all the junk, but you're not throwing out any of your important stuff, like your photos or DMs. Your data is totally safe. Here's exactly how to do it. Just go to your phone's settings, then find apps. Tap on Instagram, and then go into storage. Right there, you'll see a button that says Clear Cache. Just tap that, and boom, you're done. Okay, our second deep clean move is to check for a simple update. You'd be surprised how often running an old version of an app can cause bugs. The developers are always putting out new fixes, so you want to make sure you have the latest one. This one's super quick. Just pop open your phone's app store, either the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. Search for Instagram. If you see that big update button sitting there, you know what to do. Tap it, let it do its thing, and you might have just solved your problem. So, what if you've tried everything on your phone and it's still not working? Well, now we have to consider a really important possibility. The problem might not actually be on your end at all. Yep, sometimes the issue is with Instagram itself. Their servers can go down for all sorts of reasons, maintenance, technical glitches, and when they do, it can affect millions of people all at once. So how can you tell if that's what's happening? It's easy. You don't need any special tools. The fastest way is to just open Google and search for Instagram down. If there's a big outage going on, trust me, you'll see news reports and websites talking about it right away. If that's the case, all you can really do is sit back and wait for them to fix it. And that brings us to the final fix. This is the last resort. You know, for those really deep, persistent bugs that just refuse to go away. It's time for a full, clean reinstall of the app. Doing this gives you a completely fresh start. So first, uninstall the app. Then, and listen, this part is really important, restart your phone. That makes sure any leftover corrupted data is totally gone. Finally, just head back to the App Store and install a brand new copy. Okay, I know that was a lot of info, so let's boil it all down into one simple cheat sheet. A little checklist you can run through anytime an app starts acting up. Here it is, in the exact order you should try them. 1. Check your internet. 2. Restart the app and then your phone. 3. Clear the cache. 4. Update the app. 5. Check if Instagram's servers are down. And finally, number 6, if all else fails, reinstall. But before you go, I want to leave you with one last crucial pro tip, and it all comes down to this single number, 90%. What's that about? Well, here's the secret. Even though we just went through 6 different steps, a whopping 90% of Instagram issues are solved by just 2 of them, clearing the cache and updating the app. So if you're ever in a hurry, always try those 2 first. So to make sure that really sinks in, let's do a quick quiz. Of everything we just talked about, what is the #1 secret weapon for fixing a slow, buggy app, especially if you're an Android? You got it, it's clearing the cache. That is your go-to move for a quick fix. It sweeps out all that digital junk without ever touching your personal stuff. Remember that one, and you'll be able to solve most app problems in just a few seconds.